Hi, welcome to our magical moment for today. The title of the live is Shifting Creation. But I just want to let you know that there's no predetermined thing that this means. I mean, we're here to explore what it means. And that could be something different for each of us. So when the term shifting creation comes up, for me, I think of the fact that, and I just got finished having a conversation about this, is that what everyone does like really actually matters. And really looking at what you're doing to cause your own life. Are you creating yourself in every moment? Are you actually intentionally creating your experience as a human being? Hi, Toya. Welcome. Are you intentionally creating your mindset? You know, when we're doing these things intentionally, it becomes really seamless for us to make a shift because then we can intentionally shift. What does the phrase shifting creation bring up for you, if anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my perspective, and it's funny because you mentioned the whole thing shifting your mindset, and of course there's a lot of teachings out there, a lot of I guess self development groups and stuff like that. It's like shift your mindset. You got to work with your mindset. You got to shift your mind. You got to block out the mind or whatever to be able to experience life. And in my perspective, I mean, it works for some people, but my perspective for me in my world is bullshit because reason being is the fact of shifting your mind. How can you shift something that's within type of thing, like your mind, something that's there, and no matter what happens, and there's a lot of teachings out there too for meditation to quiet your mind. You can never quiet your mind, and that's why a lot of people, because I hear it and I talk to some people as well who said they are again frustrated, is like, I can't meditate. And it's like, why can't I meditate? And they say because I can't stop my mind from going. And for me, what I believe, and I know I'm on the right path because there's other teachers who talk the same thing, saying you don't try to change the mind or try to shut your mind up. You let it be. You shift your relationship to your mind and how you allow your mind to interact with your life, your beliefs, because what happens no matter what and whatever experience we have, even like right now, my mind is constantly having information da, 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 and like saying stuff of what's happening. But usually what's happening with the mind too, it gathers data from your past experiences, gathers data from traumas, whatever experience you had, even the programming from what you experienced as a kid and society and everything else. And then what happens is with that mind, from that information based upon your experience and what you received and the feedback, if you truly live through the mind, live and limited based upon your one perception on every interaction with things. And that's also what happens when somebody just having a conversation, something comes up and it brings a trigger in you, and it reminds you of something that may have happened, and it could be a completely different thing that's happening, but it brings up that memory. But also what happens by being in that limited mind, I guess that part of you, the mind based upon that one perception, is you live life in that type of way of trying to stay in this box and not experience life in a way that may potentially have you go through experience that you had before because your fear of doing whatever, because your fear of this happening again type of thing, living a limited life, a limited life, when we have the freedom and choice to live limited. So to bring that back up, the question about like mindset.
The question wasn't about mindset, but we can
What?
make it about mindset.
What's the question about?
I was just, what does shifting creation mean to you?
Yeah, so there we go. Same thing. Mindset, shift, and creation. So it's a perfect segue. So with this creation and shift in creation, for me, what I feel as well is the fact of things shift as I shift. Meaning like as I shift my inner world, the external world is going to shift as well. And also by me shifting that creation, I'm going within to my own source of creation, that source of what we all have, that divine essence, let's say, that spark that's in each and every one of us. By going within, connecting that, I'm creating from that type of space, but allows things to seamlessly start to happen. And also in this space of going there, I don't need to manipulate the external creation to be a certain way or whatever, so that way I can feel, let's say, happiness, fulfillment, and everything else. Is like I am already that within, and then things just start to shift externally for it. So shifting my creation, any type of shift I'm trying to experience in life, I know for me, because I have had the experience of relying too much on external to shift my internal. But now my belief is I shift my internal, and then the external is going to shift as well. But also I can navigate through external and not have it to be a certain way to feel peace, feel calm, feel happiness, feel unconditional. You can go through the list. I don't want to go through the list. So many different things you can feel. But to bring it back home, it's an energy, and we have the choice to experience this external for whatever energy we want to experience, but it's going to reflect what's going on internally no matter what.
Got it. So that's what it means to you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Tora. Tora. I just combined your names together. Toya, Lori, for being here. And for those who are stopping by, please feel free to mention in the comments what shifting creation brings up for you. Whether it brings up something that you recently spoke about, maybe it brings up what it means to you, maybe it brings up something that is related, that you want to explore. This is an exploration. So we're just here having a conversation, and these two words came to mind. And thank you, Del.
Did you answer?
Hmm?
How your shifting creation? What shifting creation means to you?
I just said that it had brought up what I was just speaking about in conversation, about how everything matters when we're engaging with creation. The conversation that we were having is that, when one person makes a shift, that it also affects the rest of the population. It affects the rest of the universe, actually. Our shifts expand the universe. And it's really interesting to just be a part of that process, maybe consciously, maybe not. But to be an active participant in our expansion, to me feels exciting.
Yeah. And no matter what, we're expanding. Is this some is more effortless and some is more painful. But like you said, when we're like consciously aware of that expansion creation happening, that's when we get to have fun, or more fun in life. Because then like your life isn't something that you control, it's a life that you get to be and expand in each moment. It's like the universe. The universe doesn't try to control. It's all free will. We have the choice for whatever we want to do in each moment, but it's like a butterfly effect for each moment. What you do, the conscious or unconscious decisions that affects everyone, which is so true.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. Anything else?
No.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again soon.